Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man, giving you the truth. This channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So this is something I was going to talk about on another date. I'm just going to go ahead and get it out the way. I got a few minutes. I want to talk to smaller content creators. This is very important. I would say you're a smaller content creator. You probably getting close to, let's say you're getting close to 1,000 subs, or you're gonna reach one day. You keep making videos, you're gonna reach it one day. If you got any videos where you got over 100 views, 200 views, to me that's a sign that if you keep making videos, you're gonna eventually reach your 1,000 subs, as long as YouTube don't hate you all that much, the ones that review it. But don't just sit at home just making videos and relying on ad revenue, because you just might get demonetized. Then what? Like, I'm getting there. I'm getting there in terms of certain things. I don't want to say too much, but I'm not gonna ever just sit around and just rely on YouTube money, because I've seen it too much with certain content creators. It didn't mean no harm with some of the things they said, and they were demonetized. So I'm never gonna just sit at home and just try to rely solely on YouTube for my income, or even half of my income. Like, you know, if I can get a nice piece, I get a nice piece, but I'm gonna stick to my business ideas and the different stuff. I'm never gonna rely on YouTube, because I already know the type of things that I say. You know, I'm liable to say something and get demonetized. Like, so, man, my sinuses acting up. I'm not starting over if I sneeze. Hey, you done heard people sneeze before. So if I sneeze, I just sneeze. It's springtime. People sneeze in the spring. So, you know, but don't just rely on videos, especially when you're not, like, I know some content creators that I talk to in the comments and stuff like that. I know they straight. They ain't gonna rely on videos. When they get monetized, they just get monetized. Man, my nose itch. But I'm telling the rest of y'all, don't do that, man. It's just not smart. Like, if you do it, wait until whatever you was making before YouTube, like let's say you was making 50,000 a year, wait until you got 50,000 put up. If you gonna just solely just do YouTube and revolve everything around it, whatever you was making from your job or your business, get that before you just rely on YouTube, because you already know. That's how, you know, listen to Coach Greg Adams, which is one of the main people I listen to, his content. That's how he was able to survive. I think he said he was demonetized like 8 times, because he probably, you know, ain't no probably to it, but he was, you know, handling his business, you know, stuffing that cash. You know, that's what I would tell y'all. And if you living somewhere where you aren't working, you're just doing YouTube, I would advise you not to do that. You know, like some people, like I watch people that done left the country. If it ain't going right, man, just come on back, man. It'll be all right. You could always visit there. But don't try to prove a point, and don't worry about what nobody say. If you not doing too hot and you out of the country, male or female, come on back. Don't struggle to prove a point. And that's the whole thing I want to, you know, talk about on this broadcast. Like, sometimes you gotta avoid certain type of occupations and situations. That's why I took a break from correction, because it was getting to the point where people just we're trying to just be at odds over basic stuff. And I don't got time for that in my life. It's too much money out here. Now, I know the U.S. government and them people want to mess everything up with a digital currency because they don't want us to get that freedom. But other than that, it's too much money out here to, be just struggling to prove a point. Or you just stand at home making videos and you either demonetize or not monetize. Or even if you are monetized, like I said, I wouldn't advise you to just try to rely on just that. Like me, I got a whole lot of stuff I do that generate money. I don't be putting all my business on here because I don't trust people like that. But I would say I'm not the richest, but I'm definitely not the brokest. So, and that's another thing. Let's kind of get off subject. Stop telling these chicks what you do. And, hey, listen, they don't like you, they don't like you. You don't want nobody that's only trying to like you because of what you got anyway. If that's the case, then be one of them pay for it up front guys. Because you're going to get yourself in trouble like that, I'm telling you. So, and we see many celebrities. But I just wanted to talk about that real briefly. Be careful how you approach YouTube monetization, ad revenue, super chats, cash apps. Don't be a person that just rely on that and depend on that, because they be taking that from people left and right. So just kind of keep doing what you're doing. If you got a job, you got business, keep doing what you're doing. If you seeing your ad revenue and your YouTube money go up, then keep doing what you're doing and just go harder. Like, do that on the side, but spend more time with it. But I wouldn't leave no job or nothing like that unless you can work for yourself out of the home just to rely on YouTube. I wouldn't advise that. They might demonetize people too much. But thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.